Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Subrata Sarker. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry more than 2 decades. Today, we'll discuss the topic global petroleum, some big picture of the petroleum industry or the world industry. Now, before that, we need to understand one thing, that is the energy mix graph actually. What is called, I'll share the issues energy mix graph where these different fuel are projected on the graph, like coal, the oil, like diesel and petrol, natural gases, this hydraulic power, nuclear power, and the renewable energy. You can see here in this graphical presentation, the blue one is the coal, then this is the fuel. In this way, this is the renewable energy. So in this way, this is the projection line of the actual line of the 2010, and this is up to 2035 projections. So in future, day by day, you'll find that the coal itself, the consumption rate, obviously because source is going to reduce. So and the renewable energy, that those consumption will increase actually. So today I'll be sharing some of the present conditions, the big data of the oil or petroleum industry. Like how much produced, where produced, who is the largest, who is the smallest, exporting, importing, etc. All basic data of the global level data of the petrochemical industry I'll discuss today. Now to say the global oil production, where the global oil is produced, maximum. So obviously it is the Middle East, is the world largest producer of the oil and petroleum product. Second is the North America, third is the Eurasia, fourth is the Africa, and fifth is the Asia, and the sixth is the Europe. This is the basically. And while if you see the global oil, import, what is maximum oil you can import actually, or who was the largest importer of the oil? So obviously US is the world largest importer of the oil, and the China and Japan is this second largest. China is the basically second largest importer, and Japan is the third largest importer of the oil. Now if we talk about the export of the oil, so obviously those who are producing highest, they will be producing the so Saudi Arabia is the world largest exporter of the oil, and Russia is the world's second exporter of the oil. Even US is also doing some export of the oil, though they have a lot of consumption, they import as well as export of the oil actually. And if you have an idea of it, what is the present production rate of the oil altogether in whole world? So it is as on 2018, the total production rate or daily production rate of the petroleum products is 50 million barrel per day actually. And if you say who consumes the maximum oil, so obviously it is the US. US is consumes world's 26% oil, and rest of the countries consume 22%. Japan itself consumes 7% of the whole world's oil. China consumes 6% of the oil, and India consumes 2.6% of the total production of the global oil actually. And if you say where does US oil come from, so obviously US oil come from US itself. They have oil source, and Middle East and Russia. And if you want to know what is the present reservoir of the oil actually, in which country has got the maximum or the bigger reservoir, so number one is the Venezuela. As on date in 2018, world largest storage of the reserve of the petroleum product, Venezuela is the number one. Number two is the Saudi Arabia, and number third position is the Canada. Now if now many people have is not very clear understanding how the oil price is so different in different countries. You find a lot of posts about this on Facebook, Twitter, like this oil price in country that much, in our country this much, why it is so. So people need to understand actually how this price actually come, other than the tax first also. But if I'll share some data actually, what is the production cost of the oil actually. Like in Saudi Arabia, the production cost of the oil is $3 per barrel, which is equivalent to 60 paisa per liter in Indian money. And at the same time, the Russia is oil production cost is $18 per barrel, which is about 10 rupees per liter. And the so the average is a production cost in different whole world is on an average it is $12 per barrel. That is to produce petroleum product, diesel petrol is on an average 7 rupees per liter is the production cost basically. And if you say the top 10 oil and petroleum product company by revenue in 2015, so in number 1 company is the oil industry in whole world is Saudi Aramco is the company who has got the highest turnover, that is 31 lakh crore turnover. It is a huge actually. I would also show you how the oil pipeline goes in the different part of the whole world actually, even under sea and on the on the earth surfaces. So this is basically the network of the oil pipeline, how it goes actually from one country, from US to Arabian Middle East. So it is a huge network actually, and maintenance and installation of the network is a highly expensive actually. And if you see the price, world petrol price, so there are different reasons actually why the price is so fluctuating or difference in different countries. Though the average production cost is 12 US dollar per barrel, still the highest price of the oil is in Norway, that is 162 rupees per liter. This is because transportation is a huge major cost component of the oil actually. From where you are taking the oil, there's a pipeline, undersea pipeline, so there are a lot of things are interconnected actually. And if you see the least price, the cheapest oil price is in Venezuela, that is 2 liter, rupees 2 in Indian, INR 2 per liter. And Malaysia, you'll find that rupees 35 liter. Even in Indonesia, rupees 50 per liter, or it is in India, it is around 75 rupees per liter. So that is a change in the rates actually. And if you see the global futuristic analysis of the energy mix analysis of the curve, you'll find that natural gas, oil and coal that is going to reduce, and the hydro and the renewable energy is going to increase actually. So if you find this presentation is very much informative and interesting, you can share with your friends. And if you have not yet subscribed my channel, you can subscribe my channel by clicking on the bell icon so that you can get the notification for my future presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.